Okay guys, welcome once again, and today, like I said earlier, I'll be talking about how to write a landing page. Now many of you might understand what a landing page is. I'll just break it down so it'll be easy to understand. Now a landing page is that pop-up page that comes out after you click certain links online. Now I would like to give you an example. Let me open a web page here. Okay, this ClickBank. Only affiliates will understand how to use this platform, but let me just use it as a means of showing you an example of how a landing page looks like. Okay, so take a good look at this page. This is a typical landing page. Do you see that? Wait, don't make a huge mistake. You could be passing your $432 per day profit to someone else. Now this is how a typical landing page looks, and we have several businesses and several individuals looking to market their products online, and they need this because not everybody knows how to write something that will catch someone's attention, and that's the reason why you need to understand the dynamics of copywriting. Now this is a typical landing page, and I'll use this as an example to show you how to write your own landing pages. Now there are 4 points I would like to use in explaining how a landing page should be. Okay, let me open my notepad. Number one is how to write a landing page. How to write a landing page. Now, number 1 point there is target. You need to target one reader. Targeting one reader simply means you need to target one prospect, one particular group of prospects. For example, if you're trying to market, say, let's just say a perfume, for example, you need to market it to a particular target audience, for a group of targets, or maybe a particular target, for example women. For example, women. Now most times women are more into perfumes than men. Now in your bid to market this perfume, you need to focus on women and try to channel your conversation to suit women. Oftentimes when you're trying to target women, you can decide to choose a particular age range. Let's just say 18 to 45. Let's just say, because that is the particular age range that are so conscious of their look, and they are more conscious than 50 to say 65. Now let's say, okay, you're trying to target this particular audience. You need to know how to write a copy that will be able to grab them and hit them at those pain points where they where it really affects them. Now in targeting one reader, you just need to be able to focus on one particular target and talk to them like you actually feel what they feel. Now I'll take the second point. It says present one big idea. Now in presenting one big idea, what you need to do here simply means you just have to be able to find a hook that will be able to hold them spellbound. That's what it simply means. Now you're trying to hook them. Every landing page has a hook. For example, we first talked about a perfume. Now what is the hook for the perfume? Let's take, for example, smell exceptional. Smell, okay, let's put it this way. Smell, or let's say a perfume that gets you the attention you need. Now a perfume that gets you the attention you need is the hook. Now the hook is everybody wants attention. Every lady between ages of 18 to 45 needs attention. In fact, they love attention. So many of them, let's just say about 60 to 65%, might be unmarried. Now they need attention. Now the hook, which should be the big idea, the one big idea should be how to be able to hold these targets close so that they can get to where you want them to go to. Now, try as much as possible to find something that can hook them and get them interested. Now, saying a perfume that gets you the attention you really need, or say a perfume that gets you the attention you deserve, has gotten those who love attention into your circle. Now you enter into the third point, which is now to make one promise. Now, in making one promise, your focus here is to now you've got the attention. First of all, you've gotten the attention. Now you have to make them the promise that will keep them for that short time frame. Now that promise is, let's continue with the example I've been using earlier. Get a perfume that gives you the attention you deserve. Now make one promise. This unique perfume could give you blah 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 blah, irresistible scent, blah 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 blah. You begin to outline the benefits of this particular perfume. That is the sole target of making one promise. Now when you are looking at a landing page, let's take a good look at this. The initial example I gave, a landing page needs to have specifically, if you take a good look at this place, bullet points. It's very good and important to use bullet points. Now using bullet points helps the reader or the target to be able to pick the benefits easily just by looking at it. It's important that you try to keep your landing page as short as possible, because most times landing pages are just to capture leads, not really to make a sale. So your target is not really to grab the sale. Your target is to get a lead that you will keep marketing to and trying to convert. So that is the main focus here. You have to try to outline your benefits, spell them out, and try to make good use of bullet points so that you will be able to get them more and more interested. Also, don't forget to try to show them reasons why this particular product will transform their life or maybe make their life better. Yes, try to diversify, open up your mind. That's why it's important that when you are writing a landing page, you need to open your brain, open your mind. Don't limit yourself to one angle. Open your mind, make it broad. Now let's take, for example, talking about a perfume. And since you know your target is women between 18 to 45, you can try as much as possible to try to get those things that affects people and women within that age bracket. Now, like I said earlier, many women of that age bracket love attention. Now, what are you trying to do? The easiest way to get a woman that loves attention is to try as much as possible to find out why she needs the attention. For example, most women like to get the attention of men. That's it. No, so you now have to try as much as possible to push the disadvantage of not having this particular product, so that it begins to make them feel like they can't just live without opting in. So that's the main focus. So let's move to the third point, or the fourth point rather, which should be to make one offer. Okay, which is to make one offer, or you make your offer rather. So now, once you have been able to grab their attention, once you've been able to outline your benefits, once you've been able to get them thinking, the next point you have to do is to drag them towards this place. This is the main thing. Now if you're able to write a landing page and you weren't able to drag them to feeding in their first name and email address, then the whole point of this landing page is worthless, because a landing page without a specific call to action is technically useless. Because like I said earlier, the target of a landing page is to get their attention to opt in. The target is to get leads. In most cases, when you're getting leads, is to get these leads. What I mean leads, I mean like getting details of them so that you can upsell later on. For example, if you can look at this right now, you see first name and your best email here. The target here is when you feed your name and you feed your email address, a lead has entered into a funnel, meaning that you have gotten somebody into your group. Now, getting this person into your group, you can now begin to upsell this particular product to the person, or this particular service to the person later on. So in most cases, landing pages are not for quick sales, though some people use landing pages for quick sales like discount sales. That's true. But in most cases, let's just say about 75% of landing pages I've seen online are not specifically for immediate sales. Most of them are to build leads. So these 4 points are the typical it gives you a typical look at how a landing page is. Don't forget, like one point I actually forgot to say earlier, don't forget that this part of the whole story is very, very important. Once you understand your target, it's important that you grab their attention with an important headline. Now your headline, if you take a good look at this, you will discover that they wrote wait 3 good times with red color. The target is to make sure your eye doesn't turn away from this place. Don't make a huge mistake. Nobody wants to make a huge mistake. So the focus here is to try as much as possible, after understanding who you're talking to, who your target is. The next point is to make sure you write an attention grabbing headline. Now you can decide to split your attention grabbing headline into headlines, sub-headlines. I've talked about this in previous videos, so that's why I didn't actually start off with headline. And if you followed me through my previous videos, you will discover when I discussed about sales letters, I was very focused on outlining the main stages in writing a sales copy. Don't forget that the landing page is also a sales copy. Every sales writing follows a typical system. There are just few changes in each of the copies. So if you take a good look at this, you will discover that it still has the same system as the sales copy. The only difference is that there's an infusion of a call to action, a major call to action, which is not to sell. Which is something like get started right now. It's not really to sell immediately. Now for this particular offer, they want to get a lead. You can take a good look at it. It's an easier way to understand how landing. I took my time to search for this particular landing page because I found it difficult to get some landing pages online, but I found this one and I felt this would be a very, very, very good example. It will give you a look at how a landing page should be. Now don't forget that in most cases, infusing a testimonial into a landing page could help out in drawing more leads. Now this landing page here doesn't have a testimonial, but in most cases it's important that you put a testimonial. Now most times, if you watched my previous videos, I talked about 2 different kinds of testimonial, which is written testimonial and video testimonial. Any of them can serve. If you're writing one, try as much as possible to tell whosoever you're working for that if it is So if you feel comfortable with it, I'll prefer you send in your testimonials so that I'll input it into the landing page. So that's how it is. Now I'll try to see, let me see if I can find one of the landing pages I've written sometime in the past that could really give you a look into some of this. I wanted to just show you one that has been written online so you could see how a typical landing page looks like. Now let me search for a landing page here, see if I can find one. Landing page, landing page, landing page, landing page, landing page. Okay, so take a good look at this. These are typical landing pages. Okay, I don't know why my Microsoft Word is misbehaving. Okay. Okay, so take a good look at this now. This is a landing page I wrote a couple of years ago. Now it has all the it has the heading. You can see the headline here. Okay, let me use my cursor. You can see the headline here. Another sub headline here, and these are the bullet points I talked about. If you can still remember, these are the bullet points. Now, like I told you earlier, the aim of the bullet point is to get their eyes straight to the benefits and what they stand to gain. This is the summary, and forcing them to come here. An opt-in box goes here, which is what I showed you earlier in the web page. Look at it here. What I showed you earlier here. This is what you're supposed to get into that place. This is your opt-in box. So the main target here is to get them into the opt-in box, which should be inserted into this box. So that is how to write a landing page. So if this is your first time on my channel, try as much as possible to subscribe to my channel, and remember, don't eat this cake alone. If you like the video, share with your friends. Don't forget to leave a comment on the comment section, and remember, you have to work hard to make money online. I could do as much as possible to give you the tips, but I cannot be able to open your head and force all these tips into your head. So you have to show some level of commitment. If you are still interested, I'll try as much as possible to leave my email. Need one-on-one coaching, one-on-one training, I'll leave my email on the description. You can go there, send me an email. But I'll really advise you to do your best to understand the dynamics of copywriting and a landing page. I'll show you how a landing page should be. And whenever you hear squeeze page and you hear landing page, they are typically the same thing, because a landing page is almost the same thing with a squeeze page, or let's just call it the same thing. So don't get confused if you hear squeeze page. So they are the same thing. So a landing page is simple. I'll call it even one of the second to product description, one of the easiest sales copies to write. Your target here is to try and keep it short, try and focus on grabbing their attention and push them into your lead funnel, your sales funnel. and this is the sales funnel here. This is the beginning of your sales funnel. Get them into this place. This is where you need to get them. Get their email address so that subsequently you can begin to use their email address to upsell the main product. So when you're writing, if somebody asks you to write a landing page, his target is to try as much as possible to grab leads. He wants you to be able to write a copy that can grab leads into his sales funnel. So guys, try as much as possible to understand this. If you have any questions, send your questions on the comment section. I always try to reply all the comments, and try and stay focused and leave a comment. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget. Love you guys. See you in my next video. Alright, take care.